You see others play Kongming like this, but when you try, you just end up dying. And that's exactly why your damage feels inconsistent and why you can't carry games with him. Because the truth is, Kongming is not just a normal mage. He is one of the most dangerous burst and execution-focused heroes in Honor of Kings, but only if you truly understand how his mechanics work. Most players only look at his skills, but the real power of Kongming comes from his timing, passive stacking, and decision-making in fights. And that's exactly what this video is about. I'm going to break down everything you need, how his passive actually works, how to stack it efficiently, how to use his double skill potential, and how to play him in real matches like a pro. Not just that, I'll also show you how Kongming can be played in both mid lane and jungle, depending on your tempo and game sense. So by the end of this video, you won't just understand Kongming. You'll actually know how to carry games with him. And if you enjoy high-level guides like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and help me reach 3K subscribers, because more advanced hero breakdowns are coming soon. Now let's start with his passive, because this is the core of his entire gameplay. Every time your skills hit an enemy, you gain stacks. And once you reach 5 stacks, Kongming summons magic orbs that automatically attack nearby enemies. This is your real damage. Not just your skills, but your passive burst. And this is where most players make mistakes. They use skills randomly, but they don't focus on stacking the passive quickly. That's why their damage feels inconsistent. So your main goal in every fight is simple. Stack your passive as fast as possible and let it do the work. Now let me explain the stacking clearly. Kongming needs 5 stacks to activate his passive. Skill 1 throws 3 magic orbs. Each orb gives 1 stack. So if only 1 hits, you get 1 stack. 2 hits give 2 stacks. And a perfect hit gives you 3 stacks. So positioning is very important. You should always aim to hit all 3 orbs. And a smart trick is, you can hit minions or jungle monsters before a fight to prepare your stacks. Now skill 2. When you dash and hit an enemy, you get 1 stack. But if you fully pass through the enemy, you get 2 stacks. So a perfect dash gives maximum value. Now combine both skills. Skill 1 gives 3 stacks. Skill 2 gives 2 stacks. That's already 5 stacks in one rotation, which means you can activate your passive instantly. And this is where Kongming becomes extremely strong. Both Skill 1 and Skill 2 have 2 charges. So you can use Skill 1 twice and Skill 2 twice. That's 4 skill activations. So your full combo looks like this. Start with Skill 1 to deal damage and begin stacking your passive. Then use Skill 2 to dash in and reposition for better aim. Follow it up with Skill 1 again to increase your stacks and pressure. And finally, use Skill 2 one more time to chase, reposition, or secure the kill. This allows you to activate your passive instantly and even stack it again for a second activation. This double passive burst is what makes Kongming deadly in team fights. Now let's talk about his ultimate. This is what makes him a true finisher. He locks onto an enemy and deals more damage based on missing HP. So the lower the enemy's HP, the higher your damage. This means you should never waste your ultimate at the start of a fight. You wait patiently, let your team deal damage. Then you go in and finish the enemy. And here's the strongest part. If your ultimate kills the target, your passive activates instantly and your cooldown is reduced. So in fights, you can get 1 kill, then immediately look for the next target. This is how Kongming snowballs team fights. Now let's talk about build in detail. Kongming needs magic power, cooldown reduction, and penetration. Boots of the Arcane give early penetration so your damage hits harder in lane. Insatiable Tome gives spell vamp, which allows you to sustain during fights and not die instantly. Savant's Wrath is your main power spike item, giving a huge increase in magic damage. Void Staff becomes important later because enemies build magic defense, and this item allows you to still deal heavy damage. For the last slots, you can adjust. Splendor gives you survivability and can save you in dangerous situations. Scepter of Reverberation adds extra burst damage and helps with wave clear and poke. So your build should always adapt depending on the game. Now if you want to play Kongming in the jungle, the build changes a little. Instead of Flash, you take Smite. And your first item will be a jungle item like Rimblade. This item is very important because it increases your jungle clear speed and gives extra magic damage scaling. After that, your core items remain almost the same. You still go for Boots of the Arcane, Insatiable Tome, Savant's Wrath, and Void Staff. But the difference is, as a jungler, you get gold faster and reach your power spike earlier, which makes Kongming very dangerous in mid-game. Now let's talk about Arcana, because this is what turns Kongming from a normal mage into a true burst assassin. Nightmare gives magic attack and penetration. Mind's Eye increases your penetration further, making your damage effective even against tanks. Reincarnation gives sustain through life steal, helping you survive longer in fights. This combination makes Kongming strong in both burst and sustain. Now let's talk about gameplay and rotation, because this is where most players struggle with Kongming. In the early game, whether you are playing him as a mage or jungle, your focus should always be the same: safe farming and efficient stacking. If you are in the jungle role, start from your buff and clear your camp smoothly. Kongming's passive becomes much stronger when you stack it properly using Skill 1 and Skill 2, which helps you clear jungle faster and prepare for early pressure. Don't rush fights early. Your priority is reaching your first item and level advantage. If you are playing mid lane, the idea is similar. Clear waves quickly and safely, then immediately look at the map. After your first clear or wave push, always check for opportunities. If a side lane is overextended or low HP, rotate immediately for a gank. This is where Kongming starts to become dangerous, because his burst damage allows him to quickly finish targets before they can escape. One important tip across both roles: always pre-stack your passive before entering fights. Whether it's jungle monsters or minion waves, entering a skirmish with full stacks gives you instant burst potential and makes your ganks much more lethal. In the mid-game, your impact increases heavily. This is your rotation phase. You should constantly move between lanes, help your teammates, and secure objectives like Dragon. Don't stay in one lane or keep farming too long. Kongming thrives on map pressure and surprise picks. In team fights, your role is never to start fights. You are not the front line. Instead, let your tank or initiator engage first, then you follow up. Wait for key enemy abilities to be used, then enter the fight and target low HP enemies. Focus especially on enemy marksmen and mages, because they are the easiest to delete with your burst combo. In the late game, Kongming becomes extremely lethal, but also very fragile. Your damage is high enough to eliminate enemies instantly, but positioning becomes everything. So play like a true assassin mage. Stay hidden behind your team, avoid unnecessary vision, and wait for the perfect timing. Once enemies are distracted or low HP, you go in, stack quickly, and finish the fight. At this stage, your job is simple. You are not the starter, you are the cleaner. Now let's talk about matchups, because this is where you either dominate the game or get completely shut down. Kongming is strong against low mobility heroes. He can easily burst immobile mages and marksmen. He also does well against heroes who rely on staying at range without mobility, but he struggles against assassins. High burst heroes can kill you instantly if they catch you. And control mages like Nuwa can counter you in mid lane because they can zone you and punish your positioning. So you need to play carefully and not overextend. For teammates, Kongming works best with tanky frontliners who can engage and protect him. They create space so you can deal your damage safely. He also works well with mobile heroes who can follow up quickly. So yeah, Kongming is not just a mage, he is a strategist. If you master his passive stacking, manage your skill charges properly, and time your ultimate perfectly, you can completely dominate games and carry your team. If this guide helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment which hero you want next.